They say that the happiest place on earth is in Orlando. With all due respect to the dude with the ears, I have found the happiest place on earth. Corona Cigar Company, downtown Orlando. Jeff Borsowitz is here. This place is magnificent, my brother. What have you done here?
So Jim, I wanted to show you this. This cabinet right here has some of our special, most rarest cigars on the planet, right?
Now, I can read pre-embargo Cuban cigars,
correct.
Prohibition whiskey.
We're going to get to the Prohibition era whiskey in a minute.
So
a lot of places, I mean, when you talk about special cigars, you get the Zeno Platinum Crowns, the Davidoff Royal R's, your Padron 50th, your Padron 40th, your Opus X, your Gurkha HMRs. But for me,
they're all here.
For me, I'm into pre-embargo Cuban cigars. So at every one of our stores, we have them. So here, I've got two 100 count boxes. Pretty cool. So this is the Partagas pre-embargo. I'm gonna pick up this box for you because this was a cabinet of 100. And you see where it says 100? And it was the number 3s, okay? Right. These are rare cigars.
Just the box in it itself.
Yeah. So this is a piece of history. This is back before the embargo. And they're so rare, and I'm so glad to share them. But I want to tell you a story about this one.
All right.
So this is the Romeo and Julieta. Okay. Well, I unplugged the lights.
That's okay.
The Coronation Deluxe. This box on the very bottom of it has a date code, and it says 12 of 61. This box made it into America. It's got the American tax stamp on it. Literally, the embargo, JFK, John F. Kennedy, signed the embargo in February of 1962. So this was one of the last boxes of cigars to make it into America before the embargo.
Oh,
so
my
that's
goodness.
a really special box.
Look at those
from 1961.
beauties.
All right.
Oh my
and so
gosh.
what we'll do is I'll turn the box over for you, let you get a nice close up of that where the date stamp is.
Let's see.
And the tax code.
Certificate of authenticity.
All right. So let me show you something.
There it is.
When you look at a box of pre-embargo cigars, it's going to say made in Havana, Cuba. What they did is after the embargo, they switched that to Hecho en Cuba. So it's going to be in Spanish, all right?
Okay.
Hecho en Havana. And then over here, you got this in English, and this is your old tax stamp. The way you can tell if you got a box of pre-embargo cigars, you see the perforation there like a stamp.
Uh-huh.
They were torn off like a postage stamp,
Sure.
okay? That's why they look that way. This is tax code G. That's the classification for the cigars as they came into the United States. And see that date right there? 1261. That's when they came into America.
My brother.
And that's when the taxes were paid. So this is a
legit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Legit.
We always have legit. We're really we're one of the experts. There's not a lot of people. I've always had
Can I hold it?
Absolutely. I've always had a fondness for history, and that's why, we cherish these.
What I have found just in the short time that I've been here is that this is like a museum, and it's not because it's a bunch of fossils. Is that it's amazing the cigars that exist, the history of cigars, and you can find it here in downtown Orlando.
And these are for sale too.
These are for sale.
Yeah, these are for sale. So, what's that price say?
$375.
$375 per cigar.
Per stick.
Per stick. So we'll put those safely back in here, and these will be offered, and that's a special occasion cigar.
That is a marriage. That is a graduation.
Exactly.
That is not just a Friday, but it could be.
Let's move on, and I'll show you some of that other
now we've got
whiskeys.
the cigars. Let's get some classic whiskey. We've already seen some fine sticks. Now we're going to have some fine spirits to go with that. And Jeff, I've heard of top shelf, but this is the whole shelf, my brother.
Well, this cabinet's got some really special whiskey in it. Let me open it up for you. Most of the times when you go to a place and you got the high-end Macallans, like the M's and the special Johnny Walker, the King Georges and stuff. But for me, right here.
Oh boy.
This is the most
heavy duty
special bottle we have.
What do we got here? Wait a minute.
This is Macallan Glenlivet. 99% of the world's never even heard of that.
Right.
What it is this was done 33 years ago. It was aged in barrels and then packaged 50 years ago. So the whiskey that I'm holding in here is going on 90 years old. Okay?
Oh my goodness.
So this area of Scotland, up in the Speyside region, they used to call all the distilleries, they would have Glenlivet behind it. Now Glenlivet is its own brand.
Right.
Okay, so this is the original Macallan Glenlivet, 33-year-old single malt whiskey, and I tell you, you will never find a bottle like this. I've never seen one on the planet, but we've got one here.
Smooth.
It's the only one. No, this is the only one I won't sell.
The only one you won't sell?
Yeah, I won't sell this.
Come
one.
on.
No, this is
Listen, Ted DiBiase, the $1 million man, said everybody's got a price.
I've never seen. Well, I don't know. All I can tell you is that it's a piece of history.
Oh, you can't sell it. You can't.
Yeah, I've never seen that anywhere in the world, so we enjoy that one. I'm going to show you another cabinet that's got some really cool stuff as well.
Let's tuck this to bed. More good stuff coming up. All right, Jeff, I've got an Uncle Louie, and this is, we've already seen the top shelf. This is top shelf times infinity, and I see my Uncle Louie in there.
Yeah, this cabinet is where we keep all the Louis Tray and the rare cognacs.
Woo.
But let me tell you what I think is some of the coolest things we have. These are all old Prohibition era whiskeys. Now you can find old bottles of whiskey from the early 1900s. They're hard to find, but I tell you what is really rare. This one right here.
Oh, what do you got here?
So the way that you could legally get whiskey during Prohibition, it was called medicinal spirits. So you would see bottles where it would be, say, the American medicinal spirits, and we have quite a few of those that say that. But I only have one bottle that has the actual prescription still on it.
Yes, it's a prescription on there. And it says, take 1 tablespoon 3 times a day.
So that's how you used to get whiskey back during the Prohibition era. Go to the doctor, tell them something's hurting and aching, and they'd write you a prescription.
That's a copay right there. That's a copay right there. Oh my God, old Barbie. Hello, doctor. So I've been behind a bar once or twice in my life, but I have never seen what you got here. You've got whiskey on tap?
Yeah.
On draft?
So I like to call this our wall of whiskey.
Go to it, young man.
If you go to any bar in Scotland, they'll have what they call them optics there, and I thought that was one of the coolest things. So we brought that to America. But what we did is we took it to another level. These are all the single malt whiskeys from Balvenie, and we literally have on tap, if you will, going from the 12-year up to the 25, and if you want to reach up and grab a 30, you can. Over here, Lefroy from the Islay region, real smoky whiskey, same thing. We got all the different rare casks. Macallan, check this out. Everybody loves Macallan, right? We're going all the way up from the 12 up to 30 on tap.
Okay, so I may never leave. So listen, you got a cot in the back for me. I can, I make a good cafecito. I'm good.
We've got a place upstairs where you can rest.
I've been adopted. It's the Corona Cigar Company, downtown Orlando. How many shops?
So we've got 4, 3 in Orlando, 1 in Tampa.
5,000 square feet, 1 million cigars. And did you see that? It's the best place. Thanks for having us today.
All right, enjoy.
All right, man.